welcome back to the Bowling Sisters. The sisters are back, and this time around with FPL game week number 2. So you would have seen our FPL drafts, mine and sisters as well. So somewhere on this side, or this side, here, somewhere here. So what you have to do is, in case you have not seen our previous video of our game week 1, you can just click on the I button and go there, have a look at it, and you'll understand the kind of team we've made and what thought process. But before we jump into game week number 2 and the team we are creating for game week number 2, I just have to say I have got the bragging rights. Yes, I beat sister by 10 points, and it was a sweet victory, and that should continue for the coming weeks as well. On that note, my team for my previous week's team was like this. So at my goalkeeper, my goalkeeper was Aaron Ramsdale. I had 5 at the back. It was Cancelo, Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, James, and Trippier from Newcastle. And then I had a 3 midfield, which was Salah, Martinelli, and Neto. And I had 2 forwards, Haaland and Gabriel Jesus. While there were a few stars, one was the brightest star. It was Mohamed Salah with 24 points for me in this game week. He was my captain as well. He played well, he gave a goal, he gave an assist. And that is what I want. A player who can give me goals and who can give me assists. But there were other stars as well. And I cannot forget my backline for it. And I have to thank them for it. Number 1, Aaron Ramsdale, a clean sheet. James, a clean sheet with a bonus point. Trippier, a clean sheet with a bonus point. And I get Cancelo with a clean sheet. 2 disappointments. When there are certain bright points, there are certain not so bright points. Even though my expectation from these 2 players is going to be quite high as the game weeks progress. One is Alexander-Arnold and one is Robertson. Both of them disappointed, but then I can't blame them. It was Mitrovic's game. They were 2-0 down, and then they came back to draw the game, and that is why I got Salah, who gave me points. Now, moving from my not so bright points onto what do I do for this week. I am not taking a negative, so that is, I am going to be doing a substitution. But whom should I substitute? And the thing which struck me the most were my 2 strikers. Both my strikers joined 2 different teams. Both new. Both of them had the first game weeks. One fired it off. The other was somber. Even his overall performance was good, but in FPL, we look at the number which is there at the end of the game. And what I feel is, this is where Haaland was more clinical and Gabriel Jesus was not. Even though Jesus did have a great game for Arsenal. But at the end of the day, Haaland took the pie because he scored a brace. And it was his first game as well. And that was for City, and he was playing for Arsenal. So there is a difference. And this is where I think so will be my differential for the coming weeks, even though there might not be so much of a differential now. But I have got 2 people in mind. And yes, I will take out Gabriel Jesus for this week. But I am going to be in a fix now. Whom should I take? Should I take Tooney, who is from Brentford, has a good run of fixtures, about 8 game weeks. Apart from one tricky one, which is going to be for Manchester United at home. If I'm not wrong, it is Manchester United at home for Brentford. So Brentford is playing at home, and Ivan Tooney will be there. But after that, they have got a decent run of fixtures. And where Tooney, I know, can perform, he did it like last season. But on the other hand, the new boy, Mitrovic, he has done well in the Championship. He's already played the Premier League, and the way he performed, he was roaring like a lion and made Liverpool pay for the mistakes. And the kind of games which Mitrovic has, apart from the next 2 games, which are going to be slightly easier, even though there is no game easier for any team in the Premier League, anybody can beat anybody. But in terms of the performance-wise, what the performance has been in game week 1 versus game week 2, I believe Mitrovic has two game weeks very easy, but then they're facing Arsenal, and again there are a couple of game weeks which going to be slightly easy. Then they have a tough round of fixtures. So where should I lean is the question. Should I go in for a player who is going to be there with me for 2 weeks, but then I feel that is going to be a proven goal scorer for Fulham, or should I go in for a player who's going to be good in the coming 8 weeks and may have a dry spell in between, which we have seen. So I think so. I will go with my gut for this game week number 2 and substitute out Gabriel Jesus, and bring in Mitrovic. I understand it is a big punt, but I really don't know how will that pan out unless we have game week number 2. And also, it doesn't finish. The icing on the cake is who should become the captain. Again, now I've got 3 players to look at, even though I will not rule out Martinelli as well. But 3-point players, I think so it's Haaland, Salah and Mitrovic, who can anybody on their day can give me massive amount of points. So the question lies with me, and the deliberating point for me is, should I go in for a Salah who will be playing Crystal Palace? Salah will play Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace. Abysmal performance in game week 1 for Crystal Palace. So should I go with Salah, or should I go with Haaland, who's going to be playing Bournemouth? I've been tearing my hair apart, tearing my beard apart. I really don't know what to do. So on that, I think so I'll do a coin toss. I did the coin toss in my mind, not like this. But then for this game week, I will go with Erling Haaland from Manchester City and take him as my captain. But there might be a huge chance today that I am going with Haaland right now, but later on I might plan to change my captain. But rest assured, it is not going to be anybody other than Salah. So it's going to be Haaland or Salah. So I'll keep that suspense for you guys. Should I go with Haaland or Salah? Do let us know in the comments section. That is all from me for today. Have a great day, a great evening. Do like, share, subscribe, enable those notifications, and let us know in the comments what kind of changes are you looking out for this game week. Right? Adios, guys. See you in the next one.